Yeah, but first, millions of low-income households across the UK are starting to receive the latest instalment of cost of living payments from today, actually. 8 million people on means-tested benefits, such as universal credit and so on, will receive £300 directly by the 19th of November without the need to make a claim, and it's the second of 3 instalments that will eventually total £900. But how does it work, and what does it mean for you? Well, Emma Franklin-Keogh from Clockwise Credit in Leicester is going to run through some of the details. Emma, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Look, I'm good. Thanks ever so much for coming on. Thank you. First of all, most crucially, I guess, who's entitled to the help?
So it's people on, as you said, means-tested benefits, such as universal credit, job seekers allowance, income support, pension credit and tax credits. And they get the payments, as you said, it's total up to £900, and it's been split down, and these should all come through by spring of 2024.
Okay, and just give me an idea of okay, that's who is entitled, but what payments are they? What are they meant for?
So they're to help people, support them through this ongoing crisis, knowing that these are low-income families and low-income households that need that extra little bit of support to help us deal with inflation and the extra costs that people are experiencing right now.
And what help? So talk me through. Okay, so we've been talking. I can't talk anymore. We've talked about who is entitled to help. Is there specific help available for disabled people?
For disabled people, I am not 100% sure around disability in particular. What I would always say is it's worth checking the government website. All the information is on there and it's set up really nicely. That's gov.co.uk. There is specific help for specific people and specific benefits, but it's all detailed out there. Otherwise, there's lots of help online, places like Turn to Us and around that can look at what benefits you are entitled to.
One of the biggest worries is people actually accessing it. Is this automatic? Do people have to do something to claim it?
No, it's automatic. It comes through to people. You don't have to worry about claiming or anything like that. It's all just linked to your benefit, so it'll come direct to your bank account.
Now, look, this situation with the cost of living and so on has been going on for what feels like forever. How are people coping? I mean, because for many, what savings they have now gone.
Exactly. People are finding it very difficult right now. So people aren't coping very well, which is why these cost of living payments are here, to help people during this kind of unprecedented times. And it's been one thing after another. It's been COVID, then it's been cost of living. And households are finding it really, really hard.
I think that undoubtedly is true. Is there other help available for people?
There are other outlets and places like the Citizens Advice Bureau, places, as I said, online, so you can look at Turn to Us, you can look at other services to look at what funds you could get to. There are also other bursaries available and the details that you can search on there. I would say if you do have some concerns, speak to, there are a lot of local advice groups and particularly smaller advice groups within your local communities.
Look, and I think we've spoken about this before, haven't we? That even families perhaps who had always thought, no, we're rubbing along okay, got a little bit of a buffer and some savings. This has affected people in a way that we could hardly have imagined.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think it's pulling in more people that didn't think they would ever be in this situation. Families that are used to being able to afford and manage very well are finding life all of a sudden very difficult.
Is there one thing that's pushed people into difficulties? I mean, I'm thinking about this, I often see on social media the cost of people's mortgages, for example, all but doubling, trebling sometimes.
Yeah, it's a mixture of things like mortgages, like you said, doubling, trebling, the interest rates. And I don't know anyone that's not said in the past few months, every time I go to the shops, it's cost me X amount more. It is the inflationary pressures that everyone is experiencing.
And do you think from the people you've spoken to that these payments, £300 at a time up to £900, is making a difference?
I don't know if it's making a difference, but I know it's very welcome. It happens automatically and it goes into their account, and people are, concerned. And I think they find it quite confusing when it's going to actually arrive. People don't need to worry about that. It will go into their account. If they have their benefits paid into their bank account, it will go into the same account they have their benefits paid into. So I know it's very, very welcome for people.
Keep a beady eye out for it. So I said it starts to be paid today through to the 19th of November. So
19th of November. If you're on tax credits, it's from the 10th of November to the 19th of November. The other benefits I mentioned earlier is from today up until the 19th of November.
Okay. Emma, thanks ever so much for keeping an eye on this for us. It's really good of you. Thank you.
No worries. Take care now.
And just before you go, just to reiterate, if somebody's getting into trouble, what's your word of advice?
My word, same as always. If you're finding that your bills are that bit much more difficult to deal with, look at them and contact the people that you're owing money to. Get a real vision of what is there. People are always... They want to help. They want you talking to them. They don't want you to disappear. And I think the worst thing you can do at these times is be scared of it. And just take the plaster off, have a look and see what the situation actually is. And then you can start making plans for it.
All right, Emma, thank you ever so much. We'll speak again soon, I've no doubt. Thank you. Emma Franklin-Keogh from Clockwise Credit in Leicester with the latest on that. As she said, if you want some more information, you find it on the government information pages and stuff. If you need a hand finding that, then give us a call. 0808 100 1049. You can always text us too if you like. 81333. Stick the word Leicester in at the beginning. It's 4:15.